Good evening and welcome to Lewis University's coverage of Flyer men's volleyball. Today the Flyers take on Quincy University in round 1 of the MIVA tournament. Flyers have won 9 consecutive games, and today they take on a Quincy Hawks team that enters at 5-12. I'm Matt Mohan. I'm joined by Patrick Hennessy. Patrick, what must the Flyers do in order to win this game?
Well, you know, for the Flyers to win, they've just got to do what they've done all season. I mean, they come in the #1 seed in the MIVA conference, end up at 17-2 on the season. They are going to look to feed the MIVA Player of the Year, Ryan Coonan. That is his 2nd consecutive honor, and he is the 2nd player in Lewis University history to repeat with that honor. For the Quincy Hawks, they're going to look to build on some momentum that began in their last game on senior night. They stunned Ohio State, winning 3-2, picking up their 5th win of the season. So they come into this 5-12. They're going to look to feed Michael Ladner. He leads the team in kills per set at 2.95 per set, and then he won MIVA Offensive Player of the Week back in May.
As I mentioned, the Flyers red hot, 17-2 on the season, looking to clinch their 2nd consecutive MIVA postseason title. And we're underway from Neil Carey Arena, and Tyler Mitchum gets the Flyers on the board. He gets a kill right there, 1-0 Lewis.
And that is something the Flyers like to do. They like to feed Tyler Mitchum early. He was a member, he was named to the All-MIVA first team. And additionally, he leads the conference in hitting percentage at .490, and that is 3rd in the entire nation. Flyers struck first. Long rally we have right here. That's Mitchum again. 2 points for Mitchum in the set. The starters today for the Quincy Hawks: number 6, Michael Ladner; number 7, Matt Friddle; number 14, Cooper Coleman; number 18, Omari Wheeler; number 23, Zach Ryder; number 24, Eddie Jakubowskis; and then their libero, number 1, Noam Hanoun. Excuse me, that's Noam Hanoun, as the Hawks pick up a point here in set 1.
Hawks capitalizing on the chaos right there. That was number 18, Omari Wheeler, as he gets Quincy in the scoring book. It's now 2-1. To serve next for Quincy, number 24, Eddie Jakubowskis. Quincy 5-12 on the season. These two teams met a couple weeks ago, so that's going to be an ace for Quincy.
ACE ace for the Hawks, off to the start. They won it 2-2. Right now on the court for the Flyers, you see number 6, Kevin Calling; number 8, Tyler Mitchum; number 1, Cole Brillert; number 21, Kyle Bouget; number 9, Ryan Coonan, as Bouget picks up an impressive kill right there. And then the Flyers libero, number 24, Carlos Jimenez. Yes, for the Flyers, they had 5 all-conference honorees: Ryan Coonan, Kevin Calling, Tyler Mitchum, Kyle Bouget, and TJ Murray.
That was a powerful stuff by Bouget on the last point. Bouget will serve here. Flyers lead 3-2.
Interesting fact about Kyle Bouget, Matt, he's actually 3rd in the MIVA conference in service aces. As we saw from that impressive serve right there, he puts a lot of mustard behind the ball.
A lot of mustard indeed. That was Ryan Coonan right there with the slam. Flyers off to a good start here at home, 4-2. We do have fans in attendance, about a couple dozen, maybe 30 to 40 fans. Only
Yes.
family members of relatives of rostered players. The Flyers so far getting some nice support here in their home arena.
Yes, and the implications of this matchup, obviously, game 1 of the MIVA conference tournament. Lewis has the higher seed, so they play at home for all conference games. As you see Kyle Bouget pick up an ace there, as I mentioned earlier, but all the higher seeds play their conference tournament games at home. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of number 5 Ohio State and number 4 Ball State. Those are 5 and 4 seedings for the conference. In the nation, the Flyers come in ranked 4th. They have had an impressive season. The Hawks come in, like I mentioned, at 5 and 12. They were just 2 and 12 in the conference, but they are looking to ride that momentum of that win against Ohio State they had in their last match.
That was a setup for Jakubowskis. Mishit it into the net, and the Flyers have pulled to a 4-point advantage. To see Kyle Bouget still on serve. Bouget with an ace just a couple points ago. He leads the Flyers in that category. Here he goes to serve again.
Eddie Jakubowskis has 94 kills on the season. However, that has been an area he's struggled in. That was his 47th attack error on the year, but that one hits home. Point for the Hawks.
Nice shot right there by the Hawks. That was Reeder getting in on the action. The senior gets the point, and now he will serve. Reeder did not play much the last time these two teams met. He was sidelined. But now he's back in the lineup. Hopefully he can make a nice impact for the Hawks here today, as Quincy has already dropped behind early here, 6-3. That was a shot by Tyler Mitchum.
Yeah, and a rare miss.
Mitchum's shot goes out of bounds. 6-4 Lewis now. Flyers lead by 2. It's going to be Reeder to serve once again. In the opening round, the quarterfinal, the number 1 seeded Flyers versus the number 8 seeded Quincy Hawks. Reeder to serve.
Barely makes his way over the net. Kunin connects. Ryan Kunin has been a key member of this Flyers offense. Head coach Dan Friend stating earlier this week after the announcement of his Player of the Year honor that Kunin has done he's had such a high impact on and off the court for the Flyers, both as a leader in the classroom and obviously what he brings offensively to this team.
It was a nice setup on the left side. That was Michael Ladner for the Hawks who gets the kill. So the Hawks, after falling behind early, trying to crawl their way back in here. Very early on here, set number 1 from the Neil Carey Arena. Now to serve for Quincy, Omari Wheeler. Oh, nice, powerful stuff. That was Kunin. Ryan Kunin, kill number 3 for him in the game. Flyers back up by 3.
Yeah, Kunin did a lot of work the last time these two teams faced, and I'd imagine the Flyers are going to go with a very similar game plan. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That shot was blocked at the front of the net. The setup was for number 14, Cooper Coleman, but he was denied. In the area, TJ Murray, Ryan Kunin for the block.
Yeah, TJ Murray, one of the premier blockers that these Flyers have. He earned an all-defensive MIVA selection earlier this season as he nearly picks up a block there.
They go to Ladner a couple times on this point, and they're going to say that shot was out of bounds. Nice job by calling, reading that one.
As the
Flyers lead by 5, timeout taken by Quincy.
Yes, the Flyers are rolling early. They've doubled Quincy's score so far, 10-5. Head coach for the Quincy Hawks is Gavin Mueller. He is helped out by assistant coaches Tim Hill, Denny Sinnock, and Jonathan Graff. For the Flyers, they're head coached by Dan Friend. He's in his 17th season, has had such an illustrious career here at Lewis, as he has yet again one of the best teams in the nation at his disposal.
These two teams faced off a couple weeks ago, back in late March. Flyers won both matchups in sweeps. Flyers have dominated this matchup. Going back the last couple of years, they've won 22 consecutive games against Quincy. So the Flyers very comfortable in this matchup and looking to be more of the same here tonight as Lewis has jumped off to the 10-5 lead. Nice contribution here, being led in scoring by number 9, Ryan Kunin, who has 3 kills in the game.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the last time these teams faced, Ryan Kunin led the way. He had 11 kills in the match. However, as a balanced scoring attack, Mitchum had 9 and Bouget had 7. Last time the Hawks faced the Flyers, Michael Ladner had 10 kills. Omari Wheeler also had 10 kills, and Cooper Coleman had 5.
We're set to restart here. Flyers lead by 5. It's going to be number 6, Kevin Calling, to serve. That's going to be Omari Wheeler for Quincy, who's able to sneak it over. The Hawks will win the points.
Yeah, and the Flyers had 2 blockers right there, but Wheeler did a really nice job of elevating and just powering that down.
Here's Ladner to serve. As you mentioned, a guy on this Quincy team that they are going to have to get going if they want to compete in this game. And Ladner's serve goes out of bounds. Service error. Lewis back up by 5. Here comes Ryan Coonan to serve now.
Yeah, that was Ladner's 65th service error on the season, an area he has struggled with so far.
Crowd making some noise for Coonan as he sends it over. Quick shot by Coleman. Coleman gets it to go for Quincy as they cut the lead now back to 4.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Matt, one thing I've noticed from the last game that we announced between these 2 teams and this one is Quincy has came in with so much more energy than we saw in their last matchup. They were almost a little lethargic, going through the motions, but tonight they have came to play. They want to continue moving along in this tournament.
That's going to be a point for Lewis. Briller with the score. And yeah, to your point, the 2 games that these teams played, Flyers had convincing wins in the first set in both of those games. Here's TJ Murray to serve now. And that's an ace for the Flyers. TJ Murray gets the score for Lewis as Quincy backed away from it at the last second, and Murray lands it down perfectly, and the Flyers have taken a 6-point lead here in set number 1. First ace of the game for Murray.
Yeah, this is, Matt, the 5th time that these 2 teams have faced off against each other in the tournament. And the last time that they faced off was back in 2019, in which the Flyers won 3-0 here at Neil Carey Arena.
That was a score for Zach Reeder right there. Number 23 for Quincy. He got the very high setup, almost out of his reach, but he was able to come down with it. A nice swooping shot and get the score. Flyers still with a comfortable lead here, up by 5. Set up right side for Bouger.
Oh, nice block from Omari Wheeler. Wheeler has looked really impressive so far this match, Matt.
Wheeler just 6'5", but very athletic. Elevates up and sends back the shot from Kyle Bouger.
Yeah, he's a senior out of North Las Vegas, Nevada. He went to Legacy High School. He has found his way to Quincy, Illinois to play for this Hawks team.
Nearly an ace right there for Quincy. Flyers a nice job to keep it alive. Chance. And that's going to be a score for Quincy. That's going to be Wheeler once again.
Yeah, nice use of the tool block there. Wheeler's found a way to score at the net for the Hawks.
Wheeler has 3 kills in the game. That's the most of anyone on the Hawks right now. And now to serve is Matt Friddle. Big time stuff right there for Mitchum. Tyler Mitchum, kill number 3 for him in the game. Flyers back up by 4.
Cole Brillhart will serve now. He's another one of these Flyers players that likes to put a lot of muscle behind that serve, as we see right here. Unfortunately, that one was muscled into the net, so that's going to be a service error.
So Quincy with 2 straight points here. Seems like they can't get anywhere closer than about 3 points. They haven't trailed by any more than 5. Jakubowskis the serve. And that shot's gonna go out of bounds. Flyers win the points. That was Ladner with the errant shot right there. And it'll be number 21, Kyle Bouget, up next to serve. Bouget with an ace already in this game. And that one's going to go out of bounds, and Lewis gets the score. So Lewis back up by 5. And another timeout is taken by Quincy University.
Yeah, looks like head coach Gavin Mueller didn't quite like what he's been seeing so far down the back half of set 1. Flyers now lead by 5. We see Ryan Coonan already with 4 kills, so I'd say that's what we expected. Flyers have been feeding Ryan Coonan all year, and they've went with that tonight as well.
Yeah, Flyers out to a fabulous start in this game. The last time out, it was a 5-point advantage for Lewis when the timeout was called. Now still a 5-point game, so not a lot of work has been done to cut down that lead here in this first set. Right now the Flyers cruising, playing some of their best volleyball of the season. They've won 9 consecutive games. They're one of the best teams in the country at finishing seasons, playing their best volleyball at the right time. So right now the Flyers look to just keep it going. Right now they lead by 5, and they're closing in on a first set victory. Right now getting great contributions from all their players. Ryan Coonan, Tyler Mitchum, right now putting up a great attack and getting a lot of stops on defense.
Yeah, and for the Hawks, one thing I think we might see later on is they're going to need to start feeding Michael Ladner. So far, Omari Wheeler has been playing very well. He has 3 kills, but Ladner just has 1. So let's see if they're going to try to feed him a little bit more as we progress into this match.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Ladner, a big impact player for this Quincy Hawks team. And we'll restart here. Still in set number 1, Flyers with a nice, comfortable advantage. So they look to finish off and take a 1-0 lead. It's Kyle Bouget to serve.
Oh, nice job from the Hawks there, and a nice set from number 7, Matt Friddle.
Very nice setup, nice finish. That was Wheeler once again. 4 kills in the game for Omari Wheeler.
And generally, Joran Raymakers does the majority of the setting for the Hawks. He is not currently on the court right now, however.
Nice block right there from Lewis. Mitchum was in the middle of that one. I think Ryan Coonan may have gotten a piece of it as well. Lewis back up by 5. Here's Tyler Mitchum now to serve next for the Flyers. Mitchum with 3 kills in the game, sends it over. Out of bounds, service error on the Flyers.
Yeah, it's been an area of struggle for Tyler Mitchum this year. That's his 50th service error on the season.
That served by Wheeler goes into the net.
Carlos Jimenez is going to check back in for the Flyers. The Flyers earlier this season, they went with the no libero attack. However, kind of down the back half of this season, they've been going with Jimenez, and he's been playing some great volleyball, including winning MIVA Defensive Player of the Week earlier this season.
Flyers by 4 here. It's going to be Michael Ladner to serve next for Quincy. Nice shot by the Flyers right there. That was TJ Murray with the kill. Flyers back up by 5.
TJ Murray, primarily a defensive player, but he does average nearly 1.5 points per set.
Here's Ryan Coonan now to serve. This point's going to go to Quincy. So the Flyers looked a little bit unsure about where the ball was there. So Quincy wins the point. They're back to within 4. And for the first time tonight, we're going to see number 17, Nathan Lawton. He will be sent in to serve. Lawton, the opposite hitter, 6'6" sophomore from New Berlin, Wisconsin. Flyers lead by 4 here in set number 1. And that's going to be a kill for Lewis. That was TJ Murray with the score. Lewis back up by 5.
Checking in now for the Flyers is number 5, Jason Gibbs. Gibbs typically plays the libero position for the Flyers. However, tonight he will be more of a setter, and he's going to look to serve right here. Hawks forced to free ball that one over. However, they're going to pick up the point. We had some sort of violation. TJ Murray and Carlos Jimenez check back in for the Flyers.
Serve down, number 7, Matt Friddle for Quincy as they trail by 4 and try to close in and come back here in set number 1.
Ooh, nice dig there. Hawks able to get this one back over the net.
And there's Coonan, and Ryan Coonan scores it for Lewis. Kill number 5 in the game for Ryan. The Flyers once again go back up by 5. Seems like this lead just keeps alternating between 5 and 4 points. Flyers have been unable to extend it, but they have not really. They've had a nice cushion here for a majority of this first set. That was serve was by Brillard. Here's Wheeler with the shot.
Oh, and he is stuffed by Mitchum at the net. Tyler Mitchum stands at 6'11". He is easily the tallest player on the court.
Wheeler gets stuffed by Mitchum, and the Flyers are back up by 6.
And the Hawks are out of timeout, so if the Flyers can secure 3 more points here, that'll be the end of set 1. That one's into the net.
That one's out of bounds. Misfire by Lewis. 5-point game here, 22-17. Here is Jakubowskis to serve. Jakubowskis from nearby Plainfield, Illinois, sends it over. Tyler Mitchum once again with the score for Lewis.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if there are no blockers at the net for Quincy, I mean, that's just a gimme for Tyler Mitchum.
23-17 Lewis. Bouger to serve. Flyers are 2 points away with a 6-point lead, 2 points away from winning set number 1. We'll see which one this way goes. It's going to go to the Hawks. Quincy's going to win the point. 5-point lead now for Lewis.
Yeah, Michael Ladner picks up the kill there, so that will be good for his confidence moving forward in this match.
Here's Reeder to serve.
Hawks have to free ball this one over, so the Flyers are going to have a good play on it. It's Coonan.
It's Coonan with the shot. See what, oh, they say that one's out of bounds, the shot by Coonan. 23-19 now. Flyers still 2 points away for winning set number 1. Here in this MIVA quarterfinal. Round 1, number 1 seed Lewis, number 8 seeded Quincy Hawks.
Yeah, and Coonan so far this match has 5 kills. And he's hitting at 500 so that's a pretty solid mark.
23-23 consecutive points won by Quincy. We'll see if Dan Friend's going to let his team play this out. Try to weather the storm by themselves. The serve by Reeder. And a quick shot right there by Mitchum, and that's going to stop the bleeding. And it's going to bring up set point here in set number 1.
We are now in set point, and they're going to wipe off the court. And Matt, something worth mentioning in the women's contest that took place earlier today, they had to do that quite often. A lot of perspiration in the air, possibly a lot of humidity due to the weather and the rain outside. They had to wipe off the court a lot, so it looks like now we're starting to see that in this men's game where there's just a lot more moisture on the court.
Fans are on their feet.
That's an ace by Tyler Mitchum.
Ace by Tyler Mitchum. Flyers take set number 1, 25-20. And the Flyers are off to a flying start here in this MIVA quarterfinal. They lead 1-0 as they finish it with an ace from Tyler Mitchum. 3 aces total in the set. And the Flyers will look to continue this momentum. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll have set number 2 from the Neil Carey Arena. Welcome back, Neil Carey Arena on the campus of Lewis University in beautiful Romeoville, Illinois. Lewis men's volleyball team, the Flyers, taking on the Quincy Hawks here in the MIVA conference tournament. The Flyers, the #1 overall seed, off to a great start, winning set number 1, 25-20, and a lot of that has to do with their superb hitting.
Yeah, Matt, like you just said, Lewis hitting as a team at nearly 42%, Tyler Mitchum hitting at 57%, Ryan Coonan hitting at 50%, and then for the Hawks hitting at just 19%. You can credit some of that to Flyers libero Carlos Jimenez, who already has 4 digs tonight. Also, I mentioned earlier that Tyler Mitchum was the tallest player on the court, but I have to correct myself, because for the Hawks, they have Cooper Coleman, who stands at 7 feet tall. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. He is on the court right now, as we see at the net. So far, he has 1 kill Hawks diving, sliding, and dashing to try to get to that one, but it's going to be point Flyers.
Nice effort there from the Hawks, but the kill's going to go to Kunin. Pat, what do you think the Hawks have to do to slow down the hitting percentage of Kunin and Mitchum so far?
Well, they're going to have to find a presence at the net. They've been mostly towards the backside of the court, and Tyler Mitchum has just had some gimmies every time he goes up to score. So I think they're going to need to try to develop a presence at the net, get a couple blockers in front of him. However, unfortunately for the Hawks, if you do that, you would imagine the Flyers are going to start feeding Ryan Kunin from the outside. So we'll see how this second set plays out. Flyers trail 1-2 now, so the Hawks off to a pretty good start.
It's going to be a violation. This point's going to go to the Flyers. We talked about getting a presence at the front of the net. That last point, that was the 7-footer middle hitter for Quincy getting the kill. Cooper Coleman. We'll see if they can. We'll see what impact Coleman can have in this game the rest of the way to try to slow down Mitchum and slow down Kunin. Right now, 2-2 Flyers. There was a block, and Lewis takes the point. 3-2 Flyers here in set number 2. They won the first set 25-20. And they look to continue this dominant stretch of volleyball they've been playing. They've won 9 consecutive games leading into tonight.
And you mentioned Coleman getting the block. He is second on this team in that department. He picked up his 29 right there. The leader, Andrea Mioto, however, we have yet to see him on the court tonight for the Hawks.
That last kill was by number 6, Michael Ladner. Ladner, the leading scorer, leading kill getter for this team, has 4 so far. He's tied for the scoring lead with Wheeler.
This is going to be Wheeler. Nice dig from Jimenez. Bouget, that one's long. Point Hawks.
Bouget with the score. Excuse me, Bouget with the missed shot right there. So now Quincy has taken the lead. Spent very little time in front in the first set. And the Flyers are going to tie it right back up. In the regular season matchups where these two teams played, both ended in sweeps. But Quincy nearly winning the second sets in both the games they played in the regular season. This is usually when they play their best, is in the second set. Here's Kunin to serve now. Quincy's going to give it to Ladner right there, and Ladner shoots it out of bounds. So a point for Lewis. 5-4 Flyers here, set number 2.
Yeah, and that's Ladner's third attack error tonight. He's hitting at just 11%, so I had said that they might want to try to get Ladner going. However, so far he's kind of had his attempts, just unable to quite make do with them. As that one, he does make do with.
Yeah, definitely made do with that shot. Ladner with the kill, number 5 for him in the game. And we are now even at 5 here in set number 2. Here's Wheeler. Wheeler, native of North Las Vegas. The setup was on the right side for Bouget, and Bouget gets the score, 6-5 Lewis.
Yeah, Bouget showing us right there why he was second team all MIVA, one of the better hitters on this Flyers squad.
Flyers with so many weapons at their disposal. To serve now, number 15, TJ Murray.
Tool block there for Wheeler.
Quincy able to set it up for Wheeler on the right side right there, and he gets it to go through. The winner of this game will face the winner of the matchup against Ohio State and Ball State. those two teams will play today.
Yeah, those are two teams that gave the Flyers a very good run for their money earlier this season should the Flyers win this and move on to play them. Earlier this year against Ball State, they split those matches, losing the first and winning the second. However, against Ball State, they won both those matches 3-0. So if you're the Flyers, you'd imagine you probably want Ball State to win that game, as they seem to have an easier time defeating them. However, first, they'll have to see if they can get past the Quincy Hawks, who are playing very well here in set 2 as we're tied at 7. For the Hawks, as we know, they defeated Ohio State in their last game. However, they did split those matches. Against Ball State, they lost both of their matchups. The first one 1-3, and then the second one in a sweep 0-3.
Quincy Hawks have put up a much better fight here in set number 2. They fell behind very early in set number 1. Now it's Bouger to serve. Oh, Ladner.
Blocked. Tyler Mitchum does the finger wag, saying, "Not today."
2 consecutive points now for Lewis. 9-7 Flyers. Bouger remains at the service line. Bouger, 1 ace, 2 kills tonight. Had a nice game. We'll see where he tries to attack here.
Nice dig there from Ladner. Hawks are gonna set up Wheeler. Bouger with the dig that ends up in the rafters. Bouger has to free ball this one over. Quite a rally we have that's gonna end in what looks like a net violation. Point Flyers.
Frantic scramble right there. Flyers able to capitalize, and now 3 consecutive points. They lead 10-7. Set number 2, Neil Carey Arena. Kyle Bouger has been on serve for this run here by the Flyers.
Yeah, Flyers with 3 straight points now.
Here's Bouger. Kunin and Brillard nearly colliding. Chance was for Mitchum.
Ladner, nice dig from Jimenez.
Mitchum again.
Wheeler keeps it alive. Free ball for the Flyers.
Mitchum a third time.
Couple of hard-fought points, both going the Flyers' way as they lead by 4 now in set 2.
That was O'Marley Wheeler with the errant shot. He looks frustrated. That was an open look, one of the best looks they've had in this game. Doesn't get it to go, and the Flyers, now a 4-point game. Timeout taken by Quincy.
Yeah, Ryan Kunin continuing to play exceptionally, hitting at 55% with 7 kills. He's been huge for the Flyers thus far. Michael Ladner has started to get going a little bit as he has 5 kills. However, Omari Wheeler has been one of the better hitters for the Hawks so far in this game with 5 kills.
Yeah, he's done a very good job. Ladner's done a very good job. Flyers, though, it looked like earlier this set, Quincy was putting up a pretty good fight. They had things tied at about 7 apiece, but now the Flyers are on a run here, 4 consecutive points. They lead 11-7. So you can kind of sense maybe the floodgates starting to open up a little bit for the Flyers here. Quincy, with this timeout, going to try to do their best to weather this storm. You know how difficult it is to come back when you're down 2-0.
Yeah, and Matt Friddle for the Hawks has been giving his hitters some decent looks. He has 16 assists. He's tied with Kevin Colling, who also has 16 assists for the Hawks, or for the Flyers, excuse me. However, the Flyers' defense has just been exceptional, both with their net presence and then with their ability to get some digs. Carlos Jimenez has 7 of those, and Cole Brillard has 4. Hanoun for the Hawks has 6 digs, so he has also been doing very well as a defender for the Hawks.
Out of the timeout, Flyers 4-point lead. Kyle Bouger to serve. Jakubowskis elevated up to hit that one, and he's going to get it to go. It's going to be a point for the Hawks. 11-8 now here in set number 2. Flyers lead 1-0. They won the first set 25-20. And now with this run, they've built themselves a nice advantage here in set number 2. Here is number 7, Matt Friddle, the setter, to serve.
Ooh, nice block at the net by Wheeler. Nice dig from Hinoun. And the Hawks put that point away.
Nice effort, a couple of good opportunities, good scoring chances for the Hawks. So out of the timeout, nice adjustments made by head coach Gavin Mueller to get this Hawks team, who enter this game at 5 wins, 12 losses. They have now cut a 4-point gap down to 2 here in set number 2. That shot goes out of bounds. Point for Lewis. 12-9 Flyers.
Good eye by the Flyers there to let that one sail out of bounds. Mitchum at the service line now.
Here is Mitchum. Mitchum 5 kills, 1 ace in the game.
That's going to be ace number 2 for Tyler Mitchum. Mitchum's looked very, very good at the service line tonight. Second ace of the match.
Here's Mitchum to serve once again. Flyers back up by 4. Set number 2 here at Lewis University.
Oh, put away by Calling. He usually is the person that is setting up the Flyers for their points, but on that one he took matters into his own hands. And that was another beautiful serve from Mitchum. Nice job by the Hawks there. That's perhaps a little high on the set there for Kunin. It would now be Jakubowskis serving for the Hawks. Jakubowskis has 5 points for the Hawks tonight as he sets to serve. Ooh, that one might have been going out of bounds, but Hinoun played it, and the Flyers are going to end up with the point.
That diving save attempt was by Friddle, and the kill's going to go to Lewis. It's Ryan Kunin with the kill. 15-10 Flyers. Flyers have slowly worked themselves a nice advantage here at set number 2. Here's Calling. Time the Flyers unable to keep that one alive. Quincy with the score, 15-11. That kill was by Coleman. 3rd kill of the game for Cooper Coleman, the middle hitter. And the 7-footer will now serve. That was Kunin with the score for Lewis.
Yeah, put a little bit of touch on that one. However, by slowing things down, he's able to get it right where he wanted it. And that was where the Hawks weren't. So he'll step up to serve now.
Kunin will step up to serve. Number 9 has 9 kills in the game. He had 29 kills combined in the 2 matches he played against Quincy back in March. Ladner was blocked by Murray. Flyers organize it now for Bouger. And Ladner able to skip that one off the hands of Murray. That ball sails out of bounds. It's going to be a score for the Hawks. The Hawks still struggling to get any closer than about 4 or 5 points. It seems like once they fall behind, it's like there's a wall, there's a lid at 4 points. They just can't get any closer than that. We'll see if they can put a run together here in set number 2. Jets right side, Boucher.
That one's out.
Boucher hits it out of bounds.
Hawks now creep to within 3.
Hawks still very much alive here in the second set. They trail by 3. It's going to be number 8 seed Omari Wheeler with the serve.
That's TJ Murray. And I think Ladner maybe wanted a carry on that one. None called, however. Hinown also wanted a little explanation on that one.
17-13 Lewis, 4-point lead. Second set, looking to close in 2-0 lead. Into serve now, number 5, Jason Gibbs. Gibbs will serve. Nice shot by Wheeler right there. Number 18, Omari Wheeler. Hit it through. Coonan dove for it. Was just out of his reach.
Yeah, perfectly executed back row attack on that one for the Hawks.
Here's Ladner to serve. Ladner from Inzing, Austria. That's going to be looked out of bounds. I think that one skipped off the shirt of Coonan.
Yeah, Coonan trying to play a little bit of dodgeball there. Couldn't quite get out of the way.
It's going to go as an ace. And it's a 2-point game now here in set number 2.
Yeah, and head coach Dan Friend is going to take a timeout and regather his troops.
Things getting interesting here at the Neil Carey Arena. It looked like it was going to be all Flyers. Set number 1 was all Flyers. Set number 2, it looked like it was going to be more of the same, but here we are. 17-15, the Hawks have strung together a nice last couple of points to get themselves closer. Now just a 2-point game, everything for the taking here. You've got to figure, Quincy, this is a set that they have to capitalize on and win. This is the closest they've been this late in a set in probably all the matches that they played against the Flyers this year.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say at 17-15, this is the
must-win scenario.
Yeah, and this is the closest the Hawks have been at this point in any set against the Flyers this year. So they're playing a beautiful match. Matt Friddle with 21 assists. He's been setting up Wheeler and Ladner almost to perfection tonight. We saw a really nice kill from Wheeler that hit home right outside of Ryan Coonan a couple points ago. And the Hawks have a lot of energy too. They trail by 2, but you wouldn't know it from how much energy they are bringing. And now they come out of the timeout looking to capitalize. Yeah,
they got a lot of momentum going their way. We'll see if they can get some confidence and feed off this run that they've been on. Right now they've gone on a 5-2 run to make a 5-point lead, a 2-point lead. And Ladner, the Austrian native, number 6, will send it over.
And that one hit Coonan again.
That was nearly a Xerox of the last point that we just saw. It was a serve by Ladner that looked like it was going well out of bounds, but just at the last second deflecting off the chest of Coonan.
Yeah, and that's twice now. Ladner's just been playing dodgeball with Ryan Coonan. He's going to serve again.
1-point game.
Got a little too ambitious there as that one is into the net. And so Cole Brillert will step to serve for the Flyers.
18-16 Lewis here in set number 2. It's going to be number 1, Cole Brillert to serve. Nice slam by Jakubowskis, Eddie Jakubowskis. Quincy now on a run. A lot of energy going their way, and you can see it in their faces. They have belief.
Yeah, Nathan Lawton along with Cooper Coleman now checking for the Hawks.
We'll see if the Flyers can hold on here in set number 2. We've got some tense moments here. 1-point game. Served by Lawton.
That's going to be an ace to tie things up here in set 2.
An ace for Lawton. Second ace of the game. Excuse me, third ace of this set for Quincy. And we are tied here from the Neil Carey Arena. Quincy trying to pull off the shocker here and win this second set after trailing by as much as 5. Set up for Mitchum.
Oh, Wheeler could do nothing about that one as he almost caught it.
Mitchum with the score. That was a big one for the Flyers as it was an avalanche rolling downhill, but now the Flyers can regroup a little bit. They're back up by 1 here. Set number 2. It's going to be Bouger to serve. He's got to be the man that you want at the service line in this situation if you're the Flyers. 19-18 lead. It's going to be Coleman.
Oh, what a play by Coleman. He towered high and sent it down low to tie things up.
Great shot by Coleman. The middle hitter getting in on the action, and we're back to an even score here in set number 2, 19-19.
And that's Coleman's 4th kill of the match.
See if the Hawks can capture the lead. They haven't led since very early in this second set. See who the Flyers go to here. It's Bouger. That's out of bounds. And the Hawks have taken the lead. Quincy Hawks lead 20-19. Stunning developments here from the Neil Carey Arena. Who would have thought the Hawks, battling tooth and nail, have retaken the lead now. We'll see how the Flyers respond here in this situation.
They go to Mitchum.
Hawks.
Diving save from Hinown. Blocked by Culling. That might have also been Mitchum who was in the area, so it's tied at 20 here in set 2.
Flyers even it up here in set number 2, 20-20. It's going to be Tyler Mitchum to serve.
TJ Murray and Carlos Jimenez have been subbed for each other now. Wheeler blocked by Calling.
That shot's going to go out of bounds. We'll see if it was tipped. Referees say no, point for the Flyers.
They're going to give it to the Flyers, but we might be looking at a review that Hawks really thought that the Flyers had gotten a finger on that one.
See if the review comes. Doesn't look like it for the moment. Seems that point's gonna stand, and it's a big one. And timeout taken by Quincy.
Yeah, I like that timeout by head coach Gavin Mueller. However, the Hawks have really done a great job of clawing their way back into set 2 in a set that earlier on looked like it was going to be a runaway win for the Flyers.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a runaway win, but not so much. The Hawks have battled their way back into this game, shown a lot of grit, a lot of determination. They have fought back here. They trailed by as many as 5 points. They really got dominated for the most part in the first set. They really didn't put up much of a fight whatsoever. And it seemed like once the Flyers made their run here in the second set that maybe it would be similar result to the first set where they just kind of roll over and lose. But that has not been the case. They have battled back. They've shown a lot of heart here to come back into this game. And now here we are. It's all for the taking. Flyers have the lead. Quincy, shocking to think that they led this set so late in the development. So now 21-20, everything on the line. We'll see what Quincy can do here. Must-win scenario for them, but you have to be impressed. I think head coach Gavin Mueller has to be very impressed with what this team was able to do and come back in this game. But here we are now, 21-20.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that this is a Hawks team that is playing much better right now than their record shows. They're just 5-12 and 2-12 in conference play, but they're coming off with a lot of momentum. That win against Ohio State, and they've looked really good so far against Lewis. I think this is a Hawks team that is really finding their stride right now.
This is a pivotal point in the match. 21-20, set number 2, Tyler Mitchum serves.
Mitchum has looked really good from the service line all night for the Flyers. That is a wonderful thing to see. Hard-fought point here. Oh, what a dig by Coleman. And that was nearly blocked by Coleman, but Kunin is going to come away. He is in double digits now with 10 kills.
Big time point from Ryan Kunin. Showing up in the clutch here down the stretch. Flyers back up by 2. 22-20. Flyers have now scored 3 straight points. Here's Mitchum. Oh, Kunin went high and down hard.
Yeah, hit it right off the back of Matt Friddle. Nothing he could do about that one. Flyers lead by 3, 2 points away from possibly taking set number 2.
Big time stuff from Kunin. 4 consecutive points from the Flyers. Just as it looked like the Hawks were going to make the comeback, the Flyers looking to shut the door and take a 2-0 lead. Here's Mitchum. Oh, nearly an ace by Mitchum.
Yeah.
Almost hit the back line.
Yeah, that one just a bit outside. Hawks within 2.
23-21. Flyers with the lead. Hawks. It's now or never. It's put up or shut up time for them if they want to have any idea of winning this set. Ryan Kunin puts it down. Ryan Kunin, another kill. Kill number 12 for him in the game, and he's going to set up set point for Lewis. They lead 24-21, looking to take a 2-0 lead. And they will send Kevin Calling, number 6, to the service line. Fans on their feet here in a dramatic second set. And out of bounds, point for the Flyers. Flyers take set number 2, and they take a 2-0 lead. Oh, the Hawks, they battled hard, but the Flyers get the last laugh as they have a huge run late in the set. They finish on a 6-1 run.
Now hold on just a second, Matt. I think head coach Gavin Mueller is going to review that to see if the Flyers perhaps got a hand on it. So we may not quite be done with set number 2 just yet.
Yeah, we may not be. You're right. Challenge coming here from Quincy. Coach Gavin Mueller to see if that one was deflected. I think the shot was by Ladner over there on that left side. But here in this second set, critical call. Boy, what a job though. If this call does stand, you'd have to really tip your cap to the Flyers for really showing some toughness through adversity, as the Hawks gave them all they could handle here at the closing stages of set number 2.
Yeah, interesting note, as the Hawks are playing on the road right now, they have actually not won an away game this year. They're 0-7 on the road. So if they were to win here tonight, it'd be their first road win on the season, and it'd be at the perfect time.
Yeah, it would be. Definitely would be a perfect time for a clutch road win for Quincy. Boy, Quincy really worked so hard to battle back and get back into the second set after trailing by such a large deficit. And it is confirmed. The point is for the Flyers, and the Flyers win set number 2 here from the Neil Carey Arena. Flyers leads 2-0. They're going to go for the sweep when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Men's volleyball, Lewis Flyers versus Quincy Hawks from the Neil Carey Arena. Neil Carey Arena, Flyers lead 2-0. That last set, set number 2, very, very interesting finish. Very close set. The Flyers looked like they were gonna just run away with it. They built a huge lead, but Quincy came storming back. But the Flyers ultimately able to finish off strong and win the second set. That final point ended on a very long review, but the referees did confirm that it was Flyers' point. So now here we are, set number 3. Flyers looking for the sweep. Flyers have won 9 consecutive games, and they've beaten Quincy University 22 consecutive times. That's a kill by Tyler Mitchell.
Yeah, and for the Hawks, I mean, this is do or die time. If they drop this, probably will be the last set of their season, as the MIVA conference tournament is win or go home, and at 5-12 on the season, Quincy most likely will not get to play in the NCAA tournament, so this could be the last set of the season for them if they lose. And we saw some really encouraging words from senior Zach Reeder. He was really imploring his Hawks team to fight, claw, and give it everything they have this set, because it might be their last if they cannot come out on top.
Hawks, the number 8 seed in the MIVA conference. Winner of this game will take on the winner of Ball State and Ohio State, the 4 and 5 seeds in the MIVA conference. That was Jakubauskas who got the first kill, and that's going to be Kevin Calling with the kill for the Flyers. So Lewis leads 2-1 here in set number 3. We'll see how Quincy responds to that tough loss in set number 3. They really, really battled hard, gave a great fight, put everything they could up against this Flyers squad that has won 9 consecutive games. It's gone 17-2 on the season and is ranked 4th in the nation. But the Flyers showing the toughness, showing the grit. They were able to fight off that Hawks run. And the whistle is going to blow this play dead, and it's going to be a point for the Flyers. Not sure what the violation was, but the referees do confirm that Lewis is going to take a 3-1 lead, as you're going to see Friddle as well as Hanoun over there having a long word with the official, upset about that last call.
Yeah, and the Hawks have seen a couple calls not really go their way so far, and they've had one of them reviewed, which ended up going towards the Flyers. So you can understand the Hawks' frustration, as it seems the Flyers have gotten a majority of the calls so far tonight.
Calling. 3-1 Lewis lead, he will serve.
Flyers got to free ball this one over. Chance for the Hawks, it's Coleman. Diving save by Jimenez, but that point will go towards the Hawks.
Three to 2 Lewis. Lewis, the Flyers, their last 2 games of the season were over another big-time powerhouse in the Chicagoland area. They beat Loyola Chicago in 2 matches. The first one in a sweep, the second one in 5 sets. TJ Murray got the setup, and Murray puts it down for Lewis. Kill number 4 in the game for TJ Murray, and the Flyers take a 4-2 lead here in set number 3. Ryan Coonan, 6th-year senior.
Yeah, Coonan's put together such an impressive career here at Lewis.
Coonan the serve. That one's going to go into the net. And it's 4-3 now, Flyers. Still leading by 1. Here's Wheeler to serve now. Wheeler's had a nice game. He and Ladner are the scoring leaders for Quincy. They each have 6 kills. So a nice productive night for Wheeler.
Hawks wanted a lift there. However, they're going to come out with the point regardless.
That point's going to go to the Hawks. So two straight points for Quincy, and they've now evened the issue back at 4 points apiece here in set number 3. Flyers won set 1 25-20, and they won the second set 25-21. TJ Murray with the shot.
Oh, nice save for the Hawks, but it's going to be blocked by TJ Murray at the net.
Quincy did a great job to keep it alive, but in the end, it's the Flyers who were able to finish it off. Lewis back up by 1. Here is Murray, TJ Murray to serve.
Oh, nice stuff there by the Hawks as they tied up at 5.
That was Reeder. Reeder, who you mentioned, had that fiery speech in the intermission right before this third set, really imploring his team. Well, maybe that'll get him going right there. That was a powerful stuff. And we're back even at 5. Reeder with 4 kills in the game. That serve goes out of bounds. Shot by Ladner. Goes wide. 6-5 Lewis. Here's Brillert now to serve.
Now it's Reeder, however he couldn't get it over the net, so point for the Flyers.
Reeder unable to capitalize that time. 7-5 Lewis.
Both teams bringing so much energy to this match tonight. Both really, really looking to try and move on to the next round of this conference tournament.
Fans have made a lot of noise, brought a nice atmosphere to the game. That one deflected off the net. Quincy able to stay with it. Wheeler from the right side. They want to say that's deflected. Referees say that's going to be a point for the Flyers.
Yeah, and I think Coonan did a good job of staying clear of that one. Did not look like it hit any part of him from my vantage point up here.
8-5 Lewis. Number 1 Cole Brillard to serve.
Hawks able to get this one over. Bouger, dig there from Wheeler, blocked at the net by the Flyers.
Flyers, as they did in set number 1 and set number 2, have built themselves a nice cushion here. They lead 9-5 and looking to sweep the Quincy Hawks and advance in the MIVA tournament. Here is Cole Brillard to serve now.
Oh, and an ace for Brillard, A-C-E.
Ace for Cole Brillard, ace for the Flyers. Timeout taken, 10-5 lead Lewis. And head coach Gavin Mueller wants to talk it over with this Hawks squad as they trail by 5, and the Flyers look well on their way to hopefully winning this third set and capturing the sweep and moving on in the MIVA tournament. Flyers ranked 4th in the nation coming into this game in the National Men's Volleyball poll.
Yeah, but you know what? I would not count out the Hawks yet. They've played very competitive first 2 sets, and although the score is 10-5, you wouldn't really know it if you were just watching with no scoreboard, as every point has been hard fought for both teams, and the Hawks have come out with so much energy. They're hitting very well now as opposed to that first set.
Yeah, the Hawks, I mean, this is a similar situation that they faced in the second set. They fell behind early to the Flyers. Flyers were getting some big-time hits by Mitchum and Coonan, but the Hawks were able to gather themselves and put a run together down the stretch in set number 2. They didn't win the second set, but they really, really gave Lewis all that they could handle. So we'll see if they can do something similar here in this third set. Right now, 5-point lead. Dan Friend's got the Hawks right where he wants them. We'll see how the Flyers respond out of this timeout.
Yeah, a big difference in this match tonight has been the net presence. The Flyers have 18 block assists and the Hawks just have 2. Both teams doing a pretty good job with digs, each with 19 apiece. And the Hawks have actually had more attacks than the Flyers. They've had 69 attacks. The Flyers have had just 59. However, the Flyers have been hitting a much higher percentage of their attacks.
Out of the timeout, Quincy gets the score. 10-6 now. That was, I believe that was Wheeler with the score. Wheeler now with 7 kills in the game. That's the most of anyone on the Hawks. Kunin leads the Flyers in scoring. He's got 12 kills.
Cooper Coleman has now checked in for the Hawks, replacing Noam Hanoun.
Nice shot right there by Kunin. Great accuracy going for the back corner.
Hanoun checks back in now for the Hawks.
11-6 Flyers. Flyers with a 5-point lead. Looking to close in, pick up the sweep here from the Neil Carey Arena.
Mitchum, that one is in.
Great shot by Mitchum. 12-6 now, Lewis.
He's gonna pick up his 9th kill of the night.
Hawks starting to discombobulate a little bit here in this 3rd set after they fought hard in the 2nd set. Now starting to lose control of this one. And
now it's gonna be an ace for Bouger.
Yeah, it's gonna be an ace for the Flyers. And it's gonna be Bouger's 2nd. Kyle Bouger, 2 aces in the game to go along with his 2 kills, has had a nice impact. Flyers running away with this one here in the 3rd set. They lead 13-6, a 7-point lead. Here's Bouger.
Nice job by Wheeler to dive out of the way of that one, so the Hawks are gonna pick up a point. Much needed as Friddle steps to serve now.
13-7 Lewis. Here comes Friddle to serve.
Oh, nice dump there from Calling.
Nice quick shot from Calling as he gets the kill. It's going to be the 3rd time, or 3rd kill of the game for Kevin Calling. Flyers have doubled up the Hawks. It's a 14-7 advantage here in this 3rd set. Here's Mitchum to serve.
Hawks set up Coleman, blocked by Murray.
Coleman was blocked. They go with Wheeler.
Yeah, a nice tool block there for Wheeler.
That's
as there were 3 Flyers blockers at the net.
That's going to be a point for the Hawks. 14-8 now, and here comes Jakubowskis to serve. We'll see if Quincy can put together a run. They seem down and out in that 2nd set, but they got themselves back into it. We'll see if they can do a similar thing here in this 3rd set. Chance on the right side for Mitchum. And Mitchum with the score for Lewis. Tyler Mitchum gets the score. Kill number 9 for him in the game, and the Flyers go back up by 7. 15-8. Here's Calling now to serve. The Flyers look to advance, move on in this tournament.
That one's into the net, so Quincy gets a break. Let's see if they can try and capitalize on it as Lawton and Reeder check in for the Hawks.
15-9. 15-9, Lewis with the lead. Substitution's going to be made. It's going to be Nathan Lawton subbed in for Cooper Coleman. Lawton's going to come in to serve. We've seen him a couple times tonight in this role. On serve late in the 1st and 2nd sets. Here he is late in the 3rd set. 15-9 Flyers. Jimenez and Kunin nearly colliding. Here's Brillard from the left side, and Brillard gets it to go. Cole Brillard with the score for Lewis. It's now 16-9.
Kunin will now serve for the Flyers.
Kunin with the serve, just out of bounds. 16-10 now. Flyers under 10 points now, just 9 points away from securing the sweep over Quincy. Flyers looking to capture their 18th win of the season and 10th in a row. It's a misfire right there. Flyers also looking to capture their second consecutive MIVA tournament championship. They also won the regular season championship as well last year. Here's Omari Wheeler to serve. 16-11 Lewis, 5-point game. Set up for Murray.
Oh, nice block by Reeder. Hawks doing what it appears to be what they did in that second set, where they're kind of slowly crawling their way back into it.
Yeah, they're back to 4 here. The Flyers led by 8 at one point. And Bouger.
Bouger not to be denied on that one.
Kyle Bouger with the score. Yeah, the Hawks trying to remain somewhat in striking range. They still have a fighter's chance here, down by 5. TJ Murray is going to be replaced by Gibbs. 17-12 Lewis. Gibbs will serve here in this third set.
Wheeler is blocked by Bouger.
Wheeler is sent back. That was Bouger in the area. Flyers back up by 6, 18-12. As they inch closer and closer to the sweep. They lead by 6. Just 7 points away from the sweep. Here's Gibbs with the serve. Diving to save it is Hanoun.
Yeah, and Wheeler chases it out. Flyers trying to take advantage of this free ball. Now the Hawks will have a play on it.
Gibbs kept it alive. It's going to be Bouger left side.
That was blocked.
Now it's Brillard. And Brillard gets it to go for Lewis. Flyers back up by 7. 19-12.
You got to imagine head coach Gavin Mueller will call a timeout somewhat soon as his team trails by 7 and the Flyers bench chanting happy birthday, so perhaps it is one of the Flyers' birthdays today. Nice dig from Wheeler as they set him up now. Blocked, but it's out of bounds, so the Hawks pick up a much-needed point. No, they're going to give this to Lewis.
Looked like Wheeler came up a little bit gimpy right there as he hit the ground. It's going to be a point for Lewis, 20-12. Gibbs has been at the service line for this run for the Flyers.
Yeah, it's going to go down as an attack error by Omari Wheeler. And now
it looked like a good shot on that last one. I'm not quite sure what happened, but nonetheless, point awarded to Lewis. Gibbs remains on serve, and nearly an ace right there as he almost put it in the perfect spot, but it will go out of bounds. So Flyers are gonna put Murray back into the game. 20-13, set number 3. From the Neil Carey Arena here in Romeoville, Illinois. Flyers have looked impressive here from start to finish. And that's going to be a poorly timed service error by Quincy. That was Ladner. Total in the game, each team with 6 service errors apiece. So not a huge discrepancy there. Where you will see a huge difference is the shooting percentage. The Flyers hitting .360, over double what Quincy has. They're hitting .180 in the game. So it's 21-14 in the third set. Flyers closing in on the victory.
That's going to be Mitchum picking up the kill.
It's going to be Mitchum picking up the kill. Kill number 11 in the game for Tyler. Tyler, 11 kills and 18 attempts. Hitting over 500. Ryan Coonan hitting right at 500, and Calling hitting 600. Here's Bouger. Flyers 3 points away from the win.
That's going to go down as an ace for Kyle Bouger.
Ace for Kyle Bouger.
We see now
Third
why he
ace
is,
of the game.
We see why he is third in the MIVA conference in that department. And the Hawks will use their final timeout as they are 2 points away from possibly heading home in the MIVA conference tournament.
Yeah, coming down to the wire here, backs against the wall. Quincy, we're going to be looking at Kyle Bouger at the service line when we come out of this timeout. Bouger just picking up his 3rd ace of the game, so having a huge impact. Flyers have 6 aces as a team. Boy, those points are such momentum-changing points. They're so critical, and the Flyers have used them to their advantage in this game. Bouger with 3 aces. Coonan has 2 aces, Mitchum has 2 aces. So it's been an all-around effort from the Flyers, and they are almost there, just 2 points away from sweeping Quincy, and as you said, moving on to the semifinal in the MIVA tournament. And if the Flyers do, in fact, finish off this game, they will play that semifinal match at home right here at the Neil Carey Arena.
Yeah, they will play the winner of Ball State and Ohio State. Balls against Ohio State this year, the Flyers split matches against them, and they defeated Ball State the 2 times that they played them.
So here we go, out of the timeout. Flyers 2 points away from the win.
Little score update. So far, Ball State is leading Ohio State 2-1. They're playing as we speak.
Here's Kyle Bouger to serve. Bouger just got an ace and almost got another one, but serves it out of bounds. 23-15 Lewis.
Yeah, actually, I'll try to keep you updated as we head to the finish in this one, because Lewis will play the winner of Ohio State and Ball State. So far, they're in their 4th set, tied at 24, and it looks like Ball State leads the way 2-1.
Quick setup for Tyler Mitchum. Point for the Flyers. And match point coming up here from the Neil Carey Arena, 24-15. Flyers looking to finish off the sweep. It'll be their 9th sweep in the last 10 games. They can get this point right here, and it's going to be Tyler Mitchum. He's had a huge game, has had 2 aces and 12 kills. He will serve. And almost an ace. It's going to be Calling, and that's going to be it. Flyers take the win. They sweep Quincy. They win this 3rd set 25-15. It's their 10th consecutive win, and Lewis advances to the MIVA semifinal that they will play next Saturday right here at the Neil Carey Arena.
Yeah, in this match tonight, leaders for the Flyers, Ryan Coonan with 13 kills, Tyler Mitchum with 12 for the Hawks. Michael Ladner had 6 kills, Omari Wheeler had 8. Kevin Calling had 33 assists for the Flyers, and for the Hawks, Matt Friddle had 26.
We want to thank all of you for tuning in to our broadcast today. It was a fun one here from the Neil Carey Arena. Number 1 seed Flyers get the win. They advance. Make sure to tune in next Saturday night as the Flyers are going to be taking on either Ball State or Ohio State in the MIVA semifinal. So from the Neil Carey Arena, I'm Matt Mohan, joined by my partner Pat Hennessy. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.